All right. Reclamation. Alphino is ready to return to the Waking Sands. It is past time that we return to the Waking Sands. To leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer would be a dishonor to the memory of those that fell there. We have been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. Return to the Waking Sands. Why is this so quiet here still? Like, I get it. Everyone died. But why is it so quiet? I hate it. Oh, I didn't look around afterwards. Alphino! What's up, bro? Bro? I almost said boy and bro together. Tell me, Kat, does aught here strike you as odd? I don't know, all the silence and nobody here. I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Mayhap it is just my imagination. Come, let us proceed to the solar. This isn't, though. Okay. I think I was accidentally on a caster one. My bad. Get me out of here. Wait. Let Daddy Sid go first. Oh. Ida! You're scaring everybody. Who goes there? Now, Ida. Is that any way to greet a friend? Alphino! Kat! Sid? Wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida. Oh, I thought she fainted! I was like, well, rip. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been... Oh, she thought they were dead. This place has seen better days. You know, I wasn't actually here when... I was still in talks with the Adder's Nest. The first I knew about it was when I came back and I saw... Ida. The church had taken care of the bodies, but that still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start. If Y'shtola hadn't been here to help me. Y'shtola is here too. Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Ul'dah to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Papalymo and Memphilia weren't among the dead, according to the church. Y'shtola thinks they were taken somewhere. I know. Why don't I say something? I know what happened. I literally saw it through the sylph's eyes. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires. Knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals. One that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Don't look at me. Gaius will be aware of its existence, as well as the immunity it grants the gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful though his Allagan weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Memphilia to gain an understanding of the Echo, none of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sands in this first place. No matter. The Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? What? Oh, yes, of course. Whatever you need. We can discuss our next move upon Y'shtola's return. For now, I say we rest. Oh, never mind. Sid, are you standing up sleeping? What the fuck, Sid? He's built differently.
Here.
Ah! Jesus.
Feel. Think.
Idle and jump scare. Jesus Christ, why is she so loud? Oh, why am I in this outfit?
Bringer of light, brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright.
Mommy Crystal.
I am Hydaelyn, all made one. Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
That's the biggest iceberg I've ever seen. Hi, Y'shtola. Y'shtola! Kat, I see you and Alphino are safe. And Sid. That we five should meet each other thus defines simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Louisoix guides us all. Guides us still, same thing. He would not see us undone so easily. Not now, when the need is so great. I know where Minfilia and the others are being held. Where? An imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordona, Castrum Sentry. Okay. Now I can come back! Casing the Castrum. Y'shtola wishes to discuss the fate of the prisoners being held at Castrum Sentry. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Kat. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defense of an Imperial Castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Garleans deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy, and if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portelaine of House Durandare. He is stationed at the observatorium in Coerthas. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. Bet this is someone I gave a voice to, and I don't remember what their voice was, so let's go, I guess. Kat, the man who unmasked the heretic in our midst. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? You are an associate of Y'shtola, but of course, Lord Dromont confided to me that you were a scion of the Seventh Dawn. I am! What about it? Oh, I need to put these on. Oop. Shit. Castrum Sentry. What interest have you in all... What interest have you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see. That might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led to the castrum. A Huron woman, Minfilia, an Elysian man, Oriange, and 2 Lalafels, Tataru, and Papalima. 1 male, 1 female. It's them! It has to be them! Minfilia, Uriange, Papalimo, and Tataru! Good. Ida knows their names too. If that scamp morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Coerthas not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rogadin and a Lalafell, were seen fleeing the craft. Biggs and Wedge. What did you say? A Rogadin and a Lalafell, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress, and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned. It's Biggs and Wedge. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Kat, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they have captured or killed, and if Biggs were given a choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those held in Castrum Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you had best act now. If, as has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow Scion prisoner in hopes of understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they would not be executed until such a time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not Scions, nor do they know aught of the Echo. As Lord Portelaine said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Let's go! Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. Thanks, Daddy Sid. You can praise me any day. Oh my god. Oh, shit. My bad. Oh, look. It's the boy band. Plus girl. What would that be called? Dance crew. Let's just call them dance crew. I'll address chat in a second. Hold on. There's big boy. Ugh, of course you're making me voice act them. If I can remember all of their voices. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work. But all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. I don't have Gaius's voice. This is the first time I've had to. At last, we have power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Kiss ass. Ritalin. His name's now Ritalin because I don't know how to pronounce it. You depart for Castrum Ocidens at midnight. You will command the western front of Vilbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my impudence, but is it proper to give the command of half our forces to a... I have given you nothing, Praefectus. You have earned it. That will be all dismissed. Yes, my lord. My quarters, 1 hour. Sir, do not ask the woman to go to your quarters? Excuse me? Excuse me? What the fuck? Are they gonna bang? I have questions. Lord Portelaine would like to aid you in your search for Biggs and Wedge. Okay. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Garlean activity along Abalathia's spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with Y'shtola. Now the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by way of Dazamel Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Briselt, may be able to tell you more. So as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. Alright. You stand before Dazamel Darkhold, the subterranean forest excavated by the Great Ishgardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. I have a letter for you. A letter from Lord Bordelane? So you have come about the Imperial ship. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area, seeking to recapture them. What, the captives are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Aurum Vale, don't tell me that, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Pierremont. It's probably Pierremont. He should be able to assist you. Okay. Pierremont! The Imperial airship. I saw it approach the land with mine own 2 eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them. The fuck is that word? Okay. I don't think any of these are better, but it says they're better. Excuse me. Footprints in the snow. Sir Pierremont wants to share with you what he knows about the 2 fugitives. There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Garleans who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post, to find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you'll be able to follow the prints to their owners. Okay, let's go look. All right, footprints. These are obviously wedges. They tie new. I really want Wedge to be called Big and vice versa because I think that's hilarious, but they did not do that. I feel like that would be very fitting. But more footprints. This is still just Wedge. Why did they separate? Or is this just easier to show one pair of footprints? Probably. The gold minions are pricey? Yeah. Yeah, they are. Although gold beaver is still hilarious to me. I feel like they knew what they were doing. God, wolf? Let's go. Don't you try to interrupt me in my surveying. I am doing a very important job here. Trying to find a precious cinnamon roll that is scared out of his mind, probably. Did not mean to do that. Alright. Still just Wedge. Where the fuck's Biggs? Where is he? What the fuck? We're still trying to find them. I'm too lazy to go sprinting. I love watching the snow fall from the trees, though. That's pretty realistic. That was a neat touch they did. I don't think I've noticed before. Like, look at that. That's cool. Oh, did we find them? Are they hiding under the bridge? Oh my god. Look at that quest marker in the bridge, chat. Hey, at least I know where they are instead of trying to look for them and I'm confused. Wedge! Are you okay, bro? Oh. I don't remember their voices. Brr, so cold. I wanna go home. Sup, bro? Ah! Please don't eat me! I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Cat, it's you! Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Garleans were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell's-bent on evading them, I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw thrice. And when I finally found cover, it hit me. It hit me how cold and hungry I was. Biggs? He wasn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. Oh no. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Track down Wedge? That's wonderful news. Now what of Biggs? I see. Well, it hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gives Wedge, he's hardly taken care of him. He's always taken care of him. I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact Biggs headed west. Both Ida and Ishtola helping out. With both of them helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position, while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to the west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. Dare I hope? Was that Master Garland you spoke with? After 5 long years. Oh, thank God he's alive. I'm feeling better now, Kat. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. I had to give him a sob, chat. A belly. Oh. Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. It will bring you, and I will bring you a hot broth. I love that Wedge's hair looks like an onion. How are we feeling now then? Stay here as long as you need. The same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. You don't know me. All right. Monumental hopes. Wedge is gravely concerned for his missing companion. I'm fine now, thanks to you, but I can't bear to think that Biggs is all alone in the cold, with Garleans on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Kat, but do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people have seen something. Let's see. A Rogadan gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion? I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think for a moment. I would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze, and it might be worth the while to investigate. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to his tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by. I was wondering that if he's like, if I have Garleans on my ass, I'm not bringing them to people that they could kill, which Biggs would absolutely do. Let's go fight some bitches. Let's go fight some bitch. I don't know who it's going to be, though. I'm assuming random Garleans. Or, what are these? Excuse me? Oh. I want to get them all together without the plasmids. I don't want to attack a plasmid. Plasmoid? Oh, damn it, I got one. I will die if I aggro too many. Fuck! Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I might die. Chat, I'm gonna die. I shouldn't have done this. Oh, no! Fuck! Oh, well, I did it. I just need to report to Wedge. It counted! Let's go! Shh, that didn't happen. Kat, were you able to learn anything? Well, I did die. Not in this area. Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the Garleans away from me. But where within the vast area of snow and ice could he be? You tell me. Notorious Biggs. Wedge is determined to find Biggs. We can't give up, Kat. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen, and hurry! Biggs's chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment. Okay, I'll go find someone. Damn. Your friend is still lost in the wilderness, you say? If he's not to be found around here or the vicinity of the Darkhold, it's possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Danafen Pass, the south end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it will surely be better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the climbing the stairs there. Not a moon ago, I near broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. Oh, that sounds terrifying. Excuse me? Whee! I'm fine. Y'shtola and Ida, but then also Darkness, my old friend, with Biggs. Wait, which one am I supposed to do? I'm gonna guess this. That's really weird that it's showing me this without showing me Y'shtola. I'm very confused right now. Notorious Biggs. Okay, so I'm guessing this is what we need to do. That threw me off so bad. All right. Let's go fight some bitches. Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? Ah, Kat. It is well you are here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. Is in a bad way? We need to do something right now. Ida has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me. He's not alone! Kill them all! Alright. And by kill them all, you mean you guys? Because that's what's about to happen. Alright. That was a very sexual noise. Okay. Oops. I already had straight shot ready. Rip. Oh! Armor. Hello? Hello, hello. The armor's gonna be a pain in the ass, so I'm gonna try and focus on it. Ah. Fuck off. That's a Pugilist archer. Oh, he's dead. That's dead. Oh, it's not. That's the big beefy boy. Okay. Help Y'shtola over here. Biggs is also Pugilist? I never knew. Alright. That's killing Biggs, so I'm gonna deal with it. Oh my god. It's dead. There are too many. Ida's fine. Biggs is healed. Okay, maybe I do. Okay, never mind. We need to kill everyone. Ida got him all on her own. Let's go. Ah. Ida's fine. Baron, no! Ah. We did it. Let's go. Brat. Ooh. My thanks. Another moment and I would have... You okay, bro? He has been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. There's a tower over there with Wedge. Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Ida and I shall bear him there with haste. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Oh, I love reunions. But Biggs says nothing about Sid? How did Biggs know? Wouldn't he be surprised? Oh, okay. Wedge! We found your friends. Oh! I cannot thank you enough, Kat. And the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you so, so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are family, are we not? Well, yes. It's just I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owe a lot of you. I owe the lot of you my life. And you saved Wedge's too, Kat. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. Daddy said. Biggs Wedge. God, it's good to see you two. The two of you again. I can't read. Chief, it's really you. In our hearts, we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh. When Alphino told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. That's one thing I don't understand, though. How did the Garleans get there so fast? I mean, the Immortal Flame should have seen them coming, right? I myself have asked the same question. That day, when I returned to the carnage of the Waking Sands, I noted naught amiss in horizon, nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this, I conclude that the Garleans came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were borne there by potent teleportation magics of the kind used by the Ascians. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded, bundled into cargo bay of the waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Castrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into a main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into detainment cell together, while Minfilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard of them. Castrum Sentry. Oh, okay. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but was probably moons, or maybe only weeks, and then without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us, put us in another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, which much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't likely to leave again. So risky as it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. How the fuck did you get access to anything that allows you to do that? And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. Sid just laughs. Ha! If I didn't know any better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel? That will have been Biggs's handiwork, like as not. You were always resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Cute. We almost died. Kat, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and the others still want for rescue. All right, you lot. Garland Works is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Hurrah! Notorious Biggs, let's go. Da, 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 da.